name is Matt Pruneda, and I'm running for Congress for Texas' 26th district, which is here. If you live in Denton, if you live pretty much anywhere in Denton County except for Carrollton, that would be this. Generally speaking, right now at the federal level, you don't normally see much legislation that would be going forward to discriminate against people. Interestingly enough, the guy who sits in the seat right now, the guy who's been the incumbent for the last 17 years, Michael Burgess, has found a way to insert himself into a conversation. It's not even about legislation. There is a case before the Supreme Court right now. A woman named Amy Stevens, who was fired from her job because they weren't comfortable with her transition, has gone before the Supreme Court. And once again, this is before the Supreme Court. This is not before Congress, but Michael Burgess signed on with a bunch of other representatives, a few senators, etc., on an amicus brief. And that amicus brief states that this person who was suing to defend her rights and the rights of everyone else is abusing the Title VII of the Section 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The guy that I'm going to be hoping to be running against did not have to insert himself into this conversation. He made a point to do it, and it was unnecessary. So I'm in a primary right now. We have a primary coming up on March 3rd. Hopefully you guys will support me because he's been in office for 17 years, and I think the reason he's been in office for 17 years is because nobody's really gone up against him. If you know me, you know that I like to fight people. Now, beyond that, the reason I'm here is out of support, and I want to remind a few people of some things. If you'd asked me a few years ago about an equality ordinance, a non-discrimination ordinance in Denton, I'd have probably said it might have been unnecessary because in my view, Denton has always been one of the most LGBTQ plus inclusive communities that I've ever known. But we have a dangerous thing that's coming up, and I'm going to try and not come out to taking too much of a side because I'm going to be hosting a forum for city council seats in the next few months. But there is an underlying insidious culture war that's being started by people who want to deprive other people of their rights to be as human beings. And that's wrong. Normally in this year we would have 2 at-large city council seats and a mayor seat coming up because of just the perfect storm of things, which is great. We have the opportunity, there can be 5 seats that may change. I would encourage everyone to be vigilant and to make sure that you are active in getting the message out and picking people who will support the rights of others in this town. Because this year, this municipal year, when we can have an ordinance passed and we can defend the rights of people to simply be who they are, every vote is going to count. That's going to happen in May. Usually turnout is really low. So make sure you come out, because when turnout is low, the people who come out against this kind of stuff, they're dedicated to shutting us down. Thank you very much.